What's happening, y'all? This is B Jizzle of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Welcome to the #1 LA Clipper podcast out there. We want to first give you guys a shout out, LA Clipper fan, LA Clipper Nations, for being here. You guys will not be disappointed. We're going to be rewarding y'all for y'all loyalty, commitment to the #1 Clipper podcast on these YouTube streams. Share this podcast with your family and friends. They will not be disappointed, but let's get it popping because it's going to be a great one. With that being said, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull out, peace. Out of here like swimwear.
Hi. Monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. 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 But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you. Shoo! 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 Beep, 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 beep. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, top dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion, my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit, only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga, but that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? Bet. When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on a like that record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that. Then giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too, I clean them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny he was in a film called AI. And my sixth sense telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in they coughing. Yeah, OV-ho niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheesing farmer. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas, they punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas, and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't wanna do. Ooh, we don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Stop.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos, hit that like button. Y'all coming here, share, subscribe. Cash, $BJ Matthews, $BJ Matthews for all the great content we drop to you on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. If you guys do not have Cash App, we also have Venmo. You guys can send your love by going to @BJ/MATHEWS/1. That is also our Venmo. And if you guys want to also, if you guys don't have those two platforms, just make sure you guys hit that button that says super stickers and super comments right in the chat. The $ symbol on the money sign, on the money sign right there on the chat box in the bottom. You guys can show your love that way by sending a actual donation to the chat. But let's get it popping. All right, so like I said, I hope that y'all liked the intro. I definitely changed it up. I know a lot of people been asking for me to change up the intro, so I didn't fully change it. I mean, I still have the Nipsey, uh, say to my phone. That's always going to be a part of the show because Nipsey is West Coast all day. All my West Coast people understand what Nipsey meant. And, of course, K Dot's the hot, I'm saying, person on the block. We just got the best. In my opinion, I think West Coast got the best rappers out of any region of the country. No disrespect to the East Coast, the South, or the Midwest. I just think West Coast, when it comes to rap, when it comes to style, when it comes to, I'm saying, culture, I just think that we on top of the food chain. I mean, like I said, you talk about Dr. Dre and NWA, you talk about Snoop, you talk about Ice Cube, you talk about now, K Dot, Nipsey, what I'm saying, DJ Mustard, you look at, what I'm saying, what I mean, Ice T, you look at just guys from the 80s and, forward, man, like that this is, gangster rap, what I'm saying, really kind of came out of here. So, you know, East Coast got their own, style, with the lyrics and stuff. I love East Coast rappers too. South got the whole crunk thing going, and then you got the Midwest, what I'm saying, we just, I really don't know what this to call their style, but you respect everybody, but I just think the West Coast, when it comes to all that, man, we just top dog. But that's besides the point. Speaking of the West Coast, we got a West Coast team that we're going to be talking about right now, man. I know a lot of people wanted to, touch on it. Um, the NBA draft is completed, officially completed. So today we're gonna get into, what I'm saying, what happened with one of the people that was in the draft, and that was Bronny James, right? Bronny James, son of NBA savant LeBron James, top 5 player of all time, multi, what I'm saying. I don't even know go through the accolades. He has a case of being the GOAT according to the masses. Now, of course, he's not my GOAT, but he's definitely in that top 5 conversation. So you're looking at a person that is part of a very, 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 very elite class. When you talk about, genetically and, just him being with his father. So Bronny James and LeBron James are going to be the first duo in NBA history to play with each other. Father and son duo. Um, a lot of stuff happened yesterday that was kind of strange. I was going to get into it. But LeBron James' son, Bronny James, is officially a Laker. All right, as y'all come in here, smash the like button. Bronny James is officially a Laker, and he will be joining his father side by side. Now, I want y'all to kind of see what Bronny James' reaction was, about a minute 30 clip. I want y'all to see his reaction of him getting drafted yesterday as the 55th pick. And then we're going to get right back into it. We're going to get right into it. All right, here we go.
Sure if anyone has heard this, but Bronny was drafted to the Lakers with pick 55, making him and his father LeBron the first father-son duo in NBA history. And rather than going into the studio where the draft was held, he was surrounded by family and friends. And here's his emotional reaction to getting drafted.
With the 55th pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Bronny James. Bronny James.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all, there it is. Bronny James is officially a LA Laker. He's an LA Laker officially. And Bronny and LeBron James are two people that obviously you guys could tell the resemblance. They're just basically carbon copies of each other. You just tell that's his father and that's his son. So they're officially Lakers. Now there's a few things that need to be actually described. And Bronny coming as a 55th pick, there's a good chance that he's going to be playing in the G League before actually joining the actual Laker roster. But as of now, he is officially part of the Laker family. So he's going to be at least in the vicinities with his father. Now, I'm going to give y'all my initial thoughts about what happened, and I'm going to give y'all a little bit more deeper rhetoric, as I always try to do, to give to y'all, get y'all some nuggets and get y'all on some game on how I feel about the situation. So here we go. So how do we start? Where do we start? Where do we even get here? Well, I think a lot of people need to actually understand Bronny's path, as a player, going through, what I'm saying, his, stints in certain spots to actually get a clear glimpse and understanding of him. So, of course, Bronny started off in high school at Sierra Canyon High School. As y'all can see right there, that's his, college profile at USC. Of course, a guard, freshman, 6'4" from Los Angeles. He went to Sierra Canyon. Quick disclaimer. I've been next to Bronny. I've seen him, back when he was in his junior year in high school. Unless he grew two or three magical inches, they are capping when they say he's 6'4". He is 6'1", 6'2" at best. But this is this is what goes to show you, like, they will cap when it comes to your height. So unless he grew 2.5 inches in the last 3-4 years, I don't see where this 6'4" came from. But let us continue. High school, right here, y'all can see his profile right here. It says James is a 2023 graduate, honorable student from Sierra Canyon High School in Chatworth, California, where he averaged 13.8 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and 1.8 steals as a senior. He was ranked as the number 19th overall recruit in the 2023 recruiting class by ESPN.com. Sierra Canyon won the Mission League title in 3 of his 4 seasons on the team. He was named the 2023 McDonald's All-American. He scored 15 points on 5 for 8 shooting from three-point range with 4 assists in the McDonald's All-American game. All right. So that's kind of a nutshell his high school. As y'all come here, make sure y'all hit the like button. So I wanted to read that because I think I wanted to let y'all see on the screen actually what Bronny James has done, starting off in high school, because a lot of people remember him from Sierra Canyon, but I don't think a lot of people actually got a chance to watch him or know his statistics or what he accomplished, this, that, and the other. So I physically watched Bronny James his junior year. His coach, his AAU coach, Edward Estevan, coach, they call him Coach E, was his high school coach at Sierra Canyon as well. So him being his high school coach and his AAU coach, that's how I was able to get connected with him. And I got a chance to watch Bronny up close in high school. So, kind of what I saw in high school is kind of what you see right now. He's just a bigger version. But that was his high school career. Now, if you look at his college career, like I said, this is what his, his position. He was a freshman last year. And, of course, he played for USC. And, right in LA. He's been in LA pretty much his whole tenure. This is his averages when you talk about what he did last year. He averaged 4.8 points per game, 2.1 assists, 2.8 rebounds, and 0.8 steals. So, judging by his statistics, judging by, what I'm saying, his game overall, and you watch it with your eyes, um, you know, 13.8 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.8 steals his senior year in high school. That doesn't scream dominance. What it screams is very solid. A player that is looked at as a, a good player, especially in his division, because Sierra Canyon, that's one of the most sought out when you talk about, what I'm saying, recruits in the country. You know what I'm saying? So definitely those are really good numbers for, him being a senior at a team like, Sierra Canyon. Um, he was ranked the number 19 overall recruit in the 2023 recruiting class by ESPN.com. We can get into like, should he have been that high? But I'm just kind of breaking some stuff down to y'all, like kind of making y'all understand like what we're looking at here. So high school and college, obviously, 4.8 points, 2.1 assists, 2.8 rebounds, 0.8 steals, is not dominant whatsoever as a freshman at a Division I college. That is basically you're getting good minutes. You're getting good minutes, but this is probably at best like probably a seventh or eighth man off the bench. That's probably what you're looking at with these numbers right here. So you go past high school, you go back past college. Now you're looking at, what I'm saying, the NBA, or you're going to the pre-draft combine. Now, obviously, the draft combine somewhere, you got all the recruits who are, from college and overseas that get a chance to, what I'm saying, show their, skill level and their talent in front of NBA scouts and coaches and things of that nature. That's what the draft combine is. I remember going to my first draft combine. It was in Houston. I was for the G League team, the Rio Grande Vipers, and I got a chance, what I'm saying, go to a draft combine myself. But Bronny obviously had his day during the summer, and I want y'all to kind of see some of the people who, what they said about Bronny. So this is his draft notes right here. As y'all can see, Bronny James, position shooting guard, 6'4". Pro comparisons, the Anthony Melton. All right, so the scouting report reads as such. It says for scoring, he'll be highly dependent on converting in transition and making jump shots, either off catch or one or two dribbles. He projects as more of a complementary piece who takes what is given to him, moves the ball, and rarely makes an unforced mistake. All right, so that's the offensive end. The defensive end reads as such. Defense is where he can separate himself from other guards on the roster. And assuming he continues to be effective sliding his feet, finding through screens and making plays in passing lanes, James' most likely path to a rotation is as a 3 and D combo. All right, so those are Bronny James's draft notes, right? Now, if you look at those draft notes right there in entirety, um, that basically says, what type of player they saw when they actually got a chance to evaluate Bronny. As y'all just come here and hit that like button. As y'all come here and hit the like button. So DeAnthony Melton obviously is in the league now. He plays for if I'm not mistaken, I think he plays for the Sixers. Andre can correct me if he's in the chat, but I think he plays for the Sixers. I know he played for the Grizzlies, but he's the guy that, is the guard that actually, what I'm saying, played with the Grizzlies, got moved to the Sixers. I think he's still on that team. But I've heard Davion Mitchell. They said a poor man's Davion Mitchell, a poor man's Marcus Smart. So basically, his niche is going to be defense, right? As y'all saw, with his statistics, especially in high school, he averaged 1.8 steals as a senior. That's pretty high for a senior. So you're basically almost averaging 2 steals per game. That's definitely pretty high. And then you go to college, what I'm saying, he's averaging 0.8 steals, with the time he's getting on the court. So that's almost he averaging 1 steal per game. And then as y'all saw in the draft notes, he says right here, he said he can separate himself from other guards on the roster. He continues to be effective slider as he fighting through screens and making plays in passing lanes. Right. So that's his niche. That's where he's making his stamp on right now, as far as what the scouts see and what, I think the masses see. He's not somebody that's coming into a program looking to give you automatic, scoring 20, 25 points per game, this, that, and the other. And it seems like, his comparisons to his peers is actually, like I said, like basic. Yeah, I mean, so that's pretty much summarizing this game. Now I want to talk to y'all about what actually happened with him going into the draft. So yesterday, something very strange happened. And I'm not talking about, him just getting drafted by the Lakers, but LeBron James' agent, obviously Rich Paul, was involved in the deal. Like I've said before, the agents are the people that actually get the players their deals. It's not the players themselves. If you're a high power player, man, like, what I'm saying, you're going to have an agent to, handle all that stuff for you, because you don't understand contracts and negotiations. That ain't your job. That's not your, career field. Your field is to play basketball and entertain and be in best shape possible to play for a team. That's your job as an athlete. They have all those other, people that had the legal team and shit. That's somebody else. So with LeBron James's agent, of course, is Rich Paul, who's been his agent ever since he got into the NBA. He did something very strange yesterday. So yesterday, Rich Paul informed teams that they told him not to draft Bronny. All teams in the NBA, he was told not to draft Bronny. If they tried to draft him, then he was going to go to Australia and play. Now, of course, we've heard, a number of different things, but that was definitely confirmed. And it looks like from how everything turned out, that was actually true. So I'm a little bit kind of like drawn back to how that even is possible to say that you're not getting drafted. You don't want to get drafted, but then you're going to, going to Australia if you do. That's kind of where I kind of, scratch my head. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, it's like, first of all, you can't, from what my experience, what I know, you can't go and tell a team not to draft you and you're not going to play for them out loud before they even get to you. You can't really do that. So I don't know if that was how true it was, or if he called all teams, or if he made that public announcement PSA. But that's some next level high power shit to do. First off, you're getting paid millions of dollars and you're in a position that so many people would love to be in, and you telling them not to draft you, or you're going to be going to play in Australia. That is something that I ain't never seen before from any type of athlete, high power. I've never seen that before. But that was what was reported. So then you kind of see that Bronny James obviously was in the works for, the Lakers the whole time as the 55th pick. Now, some people are upset about it, saying that he actually, cost somebody a spot in the draft. Some people are saying, that was LeBron James, that's his son. So I definitely understand. So I'm gonna get into y'all all that. I got y'all my sentiments about it, what I feel about it. So I'm gonna give it to y'all two ways. First, I'm gonna give it to y'all the business way. Or the basketball way, I'm sorry. As I read out Bronny James's numbers and I read out, what he has done, obviously in, high school and college and stuff like that. Y'all got to understand something, man. The NBA is the most hardest draft to get in. That is the hardest sport to get is in the NBA. Take it from somebody like me. It is hard to get in the NBA. I have gotten the farthest I've actually played physically was overseas, but I had a little bit of a stint for a little bit in the G League, right? I had a little bit of a stint where I actually was working out for private teams and private NBA workouts during the summer in 2019. You know what I'm saying? So I was actually, in that, that grind, working out for like 6 different teams. The Clippers G League team, the Rockets, the Mavericks, the Knicks, and the Bulls. I worked out for all those teams in the summer. My agent got me all those private workouts. Right. At that point, I understood what this is more about a business. So when you're going through all those type of workouts, you're basically, trying to crack and try to get an opportunity somewhere. And you have to be able to be ready to, showcase your skill and talent when you get into these draft combines. They put you through, a number of different things of, skills, measurements, you know what I'm saying, jumping and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying, lane agility, speed. Then you usually go through your, shooting workouts and, ball handling and all that stuff, your instincts. They actually, what I'm saying, put you, in through scrimmages as well. And then they will give you an interview to kind of see where you are off the court. What type of person am I drafting? See, that it's an investment for any team to draft a player. They gotta know what this person they're doing, their drafting is all around as a player, not just out on the court, but off the court. They look through your background history. You know what I'm saying? Has he been in trouble? Does he have like a long rap sheet? You know what I mean? That's that they look at everything they trying to, draft people. So when I look at a guy like Bronny James, basketball wise, if I'm gonna be honest, no, he shouldn't have been drafted. No. And the reason why I say he shouldn't have been drafted is because look, Bronny could come off really, what I'm saying, can come off as a, what I'm saying, potential NBA player. He can. It's possible he could be a NBA player. Based off of his measurements, he has a 40-inch vertical. That's definitely the type of vertical you need to, really be in the NBA for his height. You know what I'm saying? He has his father's genetics. Y'all got to remember, he is his father's son at the end of the day. So whether people are saying that he's, is trash or he's not good, he's still LeBron James. So he still got his genetics. He still has his speed. He still has his athleticism. He still has his strength. Right. So that's definitely all there. I mean, the guy can definitely, what I'm saying, throw it down on anybody. Crazy vertical, all that stuff. So he got that on lock. So when I look at also, what I feel about him as, a player overall, though, he's somebody that can shoot the three ball. He can catch and shoot, as they said in the draft notes, and he's a pretty solid defender on ball and off ball, right? But through his tenure in high school and college, he has not proven to be a guy that can even carry his team. He hasn't won his state championship. He has not really been actually what you call a dominant force on the high school or college level, right? His teammate Boogie Ellis is somebody who's actually from where I'm from. He was their best player on USC last year for 2 years straight. Boogie Ellis, y'all go look him up. Thank God he got onto the Sacramento Kings last night on I think they call it Exhibit 10 deal, but he got signed yesterday to the Sacramento Kings because somebody had called or texted me the other day and said, "Damn, Bronny really screwed somebody out the draft." And I said, "Yeah, it was his teammate Boogie Ellis." Boogie Ellis was their best player for 2 years and he didn't get drafted. But his two teammates, Bronny and Isaiah Collier, both got drafted over him. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to show you that, like I said, it's hard to get in the NBA. Ain't like the NFL or like the MLB where you got like 7, 8, 9, 10 drafts or rounds where you can get in. The NBA 2 rounds is not enough to me. I think the NBA needs to expand that. Hopefully in the future they can expand that to more rounds. I don't know why they keep it to 2. You're basically saying like you only have 30 picks because essentially the second round still doesn't get a guaranteed contract. They got to go into the G League and they got to prove that they even belong. So it's like it's tough, man. It's hard, and you got these overseas cats coming over here. You know what I'm saying? More than ever, you're basically taking jobs, for the Americans. That's what's happening over here. So it's very competitive field, man. Very competitive field. As y'all come here, smash the like button. But back to Bronny. As a player, nah, he is not. He has not proven he should be in the NBA. He has not proven he should be in the NBA because of the fact that he has not. You know what I'm saying? He's first of all, he hasn't even been on the court enough time to actually really bring up a resume, build a resume up. He hasn't built a resume up long enough to actually be, in the NBA. Everybody who comes through the league, especially, this is something that they are good at. Everybody that comes into the league for the most part has somewhat of a resume. You had a, state championship in high school. You were the best player in the country. You were the best player in the state. You were the best player in a region. You go to college, you were, all American. You were, the leading scorer in the country. You were something to put on your resume to actually show that you are a high caliber player. It's like a job, man. For me to hire you at a position, what have you done for me to hire you? If I've never seen you, if I never, got a chance to, see you work in person, what will make me want to hire you? What do you bring to the table? How can you improve my company? That is what a resume does. And when I look at Bronny James's resume, I see a guy who's basically a very good player, but doesn't have enough. It doesn't have enough on his rap sheet to actually, put him as a draft pick. But I say, as far as his game, when I watch him, he's not garbage. He's not trash. He's very athletic. He has, good defense. You know what I'm saying? He's not very skilled. He can shoot the three ball, but he's not very skilled when it comes to point guard, intangibles and things of that nature. He don't really have none of that. Very athletic. He can run in transition, but I just think that, again, he hasn't shown himself to really have enough in his resume. It's basically what I say, it's a business decision. That's why I'm going to the second phase. We're not gonna we're of course we're gonna be honest and be like LeBron James is written all over it. Him is Agent Rich Paul. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen something like this, that a player can simply just get somebody that is close to him, whether that be his son or be his, brother, or be his, grandson, whatever it may be. A person of that caliber can get you in the door to, be a part of an NBA franchise. Never seen it in my life. So part of it's like, damn, like this is messed up. Bronny's taking a spot from somebody else. But then I'm like, well, at the same token, all LeBron did was basically exercise a power that I think a lot of people would exercise. And that's basically nepotism, or, control. Control. That's all he did, man. That's all LeBron did, man. He exercised control. Does that make him a narcissist? Absolutely. He is a narcissist. There's no doubt about it. LeBron James, you've seen it throughout his whole career. He wants to control everything. But then again, that's what makes him also who he is as a, great. You know what I'm saying? Look, LeBron James's motto is basically that, King James. That's basically what he's been called for his entire career. Right? So LeBron James taught everyone a valuable lesson, that it's not what you know, it's who you know. As you go up higher in any field or any profession, things get more and more political, right? As things things go up higher and higher in any professional field, you tend to what they call when things go up higher and higher, it gets more political, bro. That's just how it is. But here's the thing, and I'm gonna be very, very honest about this. When it comes to stuff like this, and I don't mean to make this a racial thing, but I gotta say it. I've said it a few times before. People are not used to black men having power. People are not used to black men making boss moves. People are not used to black men being in positions like this where they can make moves like they're not used to it. So when you see it, or when people see it, they automatically get offended. But this ain't no different from when, a white man definitely has this, trust fund kid, get the job opportunity that somebody else should have got, whether that be in the sports field or whatever. It's no different from, them getting their son or their grandson or their nephew or somebody that they know, their brother, into ESPN or any type of big field. It's no different. It's no different from a woman getting a position of power based off of her looks. And this is something that I know personally, dealing with certain, real live sports columnists. You generally have women who don't know a lick about sports or have a hard time articulating sports on the higher power positions because of how they look personally. That's just what it is. So this ain't nothing that we ain't seen before, but I noticed when it comes to LeBron James, like I said, people are not used to seeing that black men having power. And then I can go further than LeBron James. You can talk about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, another one. He believes in having his own. He believes in owning. He believes in ownership. He believes in power. And people for years had a problem with that. They called Floyd Mayweather arrogant. They called him a person that didn't didn't care about the people. He was, all about himself. He was all this stuff. But you got a guy like Conor McGregor doing essentially the same thing as Floyd Mayweather did. It's looked at as being flashy, cool, and all that stuff. But he didn't do it as better. He wasn't the originator of doing it. He copied pretty much Floyd Mayweather's entire style when it came to marketing and making money. The sunglasses, the what I'm saying, sporty trenchy coats, the suits, all that stuff came from Floyd Mayweather. He got. So what I'm saying is that yes, LeBron James's son did not deserve to be in the NBA whatsoever. Don't get it twisted. But at the same time, I do think it is interesting to see somebody like this do something for his son, where I think a lot of people can take it from that type of role as a father. Now, if you don't feel like you would do that for your kid, that's definitely understandable because there's a level of maturity you have to teach your child. Now, I've met LeBron James's son. I met Bronny, very manable kid, very respectful. Does not feel like he's better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Very humble. As y'all saw in that draft video, he had his head, down. He, didn't make a huge, deal about it. He actually shed a tear, I think. Yeah, I mean, so I don't think that it was something that, he's a bad person or a bad kid at all. So that's why I could say, okay, well, I'm happy. I hope he has a good career because he's not a arrogant kid. I really hope that LeBron James' son, I hope Bronny has a healthy career. But I just hope, and this is my opinion, I hope LeBron James doesn't allow his love for his son get in the way and cloud him and get him in a position where he can be, exploited. Because we kind of remember this with the LeVar Ball and Lonzo Ball situation. LeVar Ball got his son into the NBA and basically talked his way into him being the first draft pick. I won't even say that talked his way, because Lonzo, and this goes back to, again, I ain't never seen nothing like this before, because we all remember when Lonzo Ball was in high school at Chino Hills, he was an all-time recruit. They won the state championship, I believe, in his senior year. You know what I'm saying? At least he won a state championship. At least he led his team to, I think, a 30-1 record or something crazy like that. Right? Him and his brothers, LiAngelo and LaMelo. So Lonzo at least has that on his record. You know what I'm saying? In college at UCLA, at least he had his team as, the number 2 team in the country at one point. You know what I'm saying? Play against guys like De'Aaron Fox, and he beat him when he played against them in Kentucky. So at least he has that on his radar. But Bronny has absolutely nothing on his resume like that. So that's why I said I hope that players in the NBA, well, I ain't going to even hope, because it's going to be inevitable to happen. Players are going to go after him in the NBA for sure. LeBron James can only save him so much. I'm pretty sure he's going to protect his son, to make sure nothing like happens, because he's going to be right there on the court with him for the most part. So you know how that goes. You're not going to just, you're pretty much going to, you're not going to, buck too much at LeBron James' son. So it's very interesting, man. It's very interesting. And, we'll see. like I said, he's not a terrible player. I wish personally that he would have went back to college. Just not off the fact that, I don't think it's just a fact of, it's all about development, man. When it comes to college, like it's all about development. As far as his measurements, as far as his size, as far as he has all that. That's NBA. That's NBA ready. His athleticism and his measurements, but you could just tell his skills is not. He can definitely improve in his skill level. It's all about the fit. Can you fit on a certain team? The Lakers is a team that, I don't know how he's going to fit with. And you got so many guys who are essentially the same. You got Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, who are essentially taller than Bronny James, who essentially kind of do the same thing and have the same makeup. Catch and shoot threes, are very scrappy players. I'm talking about more so Austin Reeves. But, Bronny James coming in, man, who is he going to, replace? So I hope that he will go to the G League and he actually will really improve his game. That's what I hope. That's why I really hope that he goes into the G League where they will improve his game, where he actually will be able to, learn the game at a high level. Even though I think his IQ is pretty much there because of his father, I think that he needs he can do some more fine tuning since he didn't get in college. But let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think LeBron James' son, this is it's going to be a disaster? Do y'all think it's going to be a success? Y'all think it's going to be, smooth road? Or how y'all feel like this is going to end up? But, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Until next time, respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, put a live. Peace. Out of here like swim wow.
I'm feeling good, feeling all right tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Little wild, I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right, I feel good now. It's summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home. I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan. Who baby, baby? I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. My homeboys throwing the backyard boogies, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them. And it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup. Party until the sun comes up, but we give up. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case, like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job, close under the moonlight, as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Fuck in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't